All right, guys, let's check it out. Let's see if we got audio here. Where's my upcoming Q&A? There it is. 412. No, that's not the right one. I'm just checking my I always like to check the audio just to make sure it's good. Um, all right. Looks like the audio is good. Okay, guys, let me shrink this one up and I'll watch this one on a different screen just so I can make sure I get any comments. Do 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 do. See where we're at, guys. So we got market open. Look at this rejection right here on the SPY. This is what I was talking about. The pre-markets pushes that, man, it's always the wrong way. If you watch the pre-market push on options, it's kind of wild, guys. If you take the options contracts and you just, if you're just looking to scalp or whatever really quick, probably more times than not, you can take that market open really quick entry, the opposite direction that it was pushing, get a nice quick scalp. Um, it's pretty fun to do. A lot of times though, when I take my options positions, I like to wait at least 15 minutes. So I am live, guys, here on TikTok as well. I don't usually do the live on the Q&A, so this is kind of like for those joining TikTok, guys. I just, market open. I like to go live on the YouTube as well as inside the community. Um, and I just do my own trading, and then just kind of, I don't really have a curriculum. You're just kind of hanging out with me. If you guys have questions about what we're doing, the market, want me to look at anything, questions about the automated trading assistance, it's kind of your time. So I just kind of hang out about 30 minutes, hour, however long it needs. So if you guys have any questions on the market. If you guys didn't catch the huddle this morning, you guys can find that on the YouTube. So it's just ATA_trader, TRADER, and you'll have the recorded version of that. But yeah, look at this. Pump, rejection, now it's trying to reclaim, right? So let's take a look. We're still over way over bought though, so I'm not suspecting that's going to hold. But the thing is, I gauge it a lot on the SPX. And so, as we talked about in the huddle, we're right in the middle range, guys. We have a lot we can go up, and we have also a lot that we can fall to retest this 407. So, what I want to watch is I want to see, are we creating higher highs continuously, right? So there's going to be like, just from a shorter time frame, right, on a 2 minute. So you have either we're following this trend line here, right, or we're following this trend line here. So that's kind of what I'm watching. If I see a break here and it comes down and creates a lower low, I'm just giving you some kind of the micro scalpings that I do here. So if we do see a break off of this line down and we come through and we create a lower low, then we could be looking at a possible down. So what you want to do is, if you're trading options, you want to take your puts off of a pump up and then come down. Now, however, if we continuously, if we break this line, right, and we're feeding off of this line, if you're bearish, you want to take your put somewhere up here for a quick scalp. If you're bullish, I would suggest, somewhere in this level, or potentially, just hold out for retracement. But let's see what it does here. So we're still getting some movement north. Let's see if that holds. Let's see where we got. So I'm looking to see what other viable trend lines we might have here. So a lot of times, if I want to just try to figure out a trend line, right? I'm just gonna kind of gauge and see if I place a line, does it line up, right? Like you can see how this peak to this peak to this peak all lines up, right? So this could have been our kind of lower wall before this one. And those who watch the huddle, this upper line I'm following is more long term. So if you go, I think you have to actually go to the daily to see it. Yeah, so you can see here we have our resistance, 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 and then we're trying to fight the second resistance. But I trade on the 2 minute, so a lot of times you'll see me zoomed in like this because I do scalping. I get in, get out. So, but yeah, this upper trend line looks like it's been holding pretty well. You can see last time it hit it, we actually reversed, right? And then we double bottomed, broke up. We just hit it again, so this could be an early phase kind of here of a possible push up and then reversal. So we'll keep an eye on that. All right, let's just check out good old crypto BTC where we're at. So those of you just joining, this is kind of the channel I've been trading on Bitcoin, right? When it comes to live or my automated trading assistance. So we've been kind of riding this channel north, you can see, and then this is our lower channel, which was stemmed from basically the original push that we had down here from 16K. We rode this channel up. We put this line out. We all in the community took longs right around here because this line was generated back when we had that. So this was a great session right here. And then we just kind of, we pumped up, we consolidated, we had our next pump up here. And we'll see if this one holds, The last couple times that it's hit it, just like the SPX, it's reversed off of it. It hit here, reversed off of it, but it actually gained support pretty high. It couldn't actually break. You can see the initial rejection was really strong. But then notice the interesting thing is, although we had a nice strong rejection on this one and on this one, right? It wasn't quite as strong on this one, which is interesting to me. So, but we are still way overbought, guys. I mean, it's like ridiculous on the 1 hour. So, but if you notice, our divergence tracker has not flipped red. So we're still waiting to see if this is going to flip red and drop down. So like I had mentioned in the huddle, I would like to see this EMA broken here. Have it break below the EMA, test as resistance, and then we have a nice big fall to come back down to retest. So ETH in the community, we're still riding this short. We took a short at 1914, stop loss 1942. So you can see that the algorithm placed it pretty well, right above the previous high here. So we're just letting that roll. I have mine open still, guys. I'm letting it go. Like I said on the huddle, I'll probably take profits somewhere between 2 and 3 because unless I see some really good momentum from the market. Guys, those that are joining new, since it's more Q&A and not as much TA, this is more a relaxed type meeting we do with the community. All of our stuff is custom. You can see here, we have BotJock, heat map, zone tracker. This is all of our indicators are 100% custom. You ain't gonna find these on TradingView. So all these entries, take profits. These are all signal calls that we put within the room. So did I put it behind here? Yeah, there it is. Let me show you. So like this is how the signal calls come into our room. So you go to crypto signals from BotJock, and you can see, we had our ETH short that we took at 818. So we had a short we took before the pump, and then we caught that ITM, which is awesome. So we also took the last option. So we just shifted over to this format. So I only had the one options call, but you can see on April 6th is when we placed that call. And this call was 408 was the entry. And so if we go back, let's look at April 6th. Right here. So 408 was the entry, and you can see where we opened. So it was a killer contract. I think I made like 900 and something on this one. So on that push. So Only had one since we shifted over here. I'm looking to put out more the option side, guys. I'm just holding on because if you're in the community, because um, I want to see what's going to go on with these minutes and the CPI tomorrow. Um, I have some long-term put contracts out there that I have taken, so I'm going to look and see if I need to flip those to a call based on the meeting tomorrow. So, but I may even just close it at the end of today if we get any kind of like decent retracement because I'm still in profit. But yeah, crypto's hanging on. But yeah, look at this. See what I mean, guys? It's that anytime you get that pre-market push, it typically reverses. Now, it doesn't mean it's going to hold. So, like, take for example here, um, we had a pre-market push, we reversed, right? Tried to push again, and then it kind of double bottomed, did the little retest, trended up, fell off a cliff, but it found support at the previous low here, and then up we go from there. So we still could have our pre-market push, our pullback, create a higher low, push up, create a higher low again, and then that could be super bullish, right? So you have to be careful of that. But ETH is dropping, so we are in the green. Let's see where we go here. I tell you, I love this. One of my favorite ones is the harmonic tracker. These harmonic patterns are really cool to watch. So we actually have on the 2 minute anyway some bullish harmonic patterns. But the thing is that built into the indicator, we also have these red zones and green zones, right? So the darker the green, the more support it is. The darker the red, the more resistance it is. You can see it's not super duper dark in here, but there's quite a bit of them, right? But we have a super strong resistance right here. And then we got the Bollinger Bands, obviously, right? So the cool part about, let me mute these other ones so you guys can see these. I'll just leave that like that. Okay. So the Bollinger Band one is really cool. So you can see, although, those who are familiar with Bollinger Bands, so we custom built this one to kind of not only show you the band, right, but you can see the color of the band telling you, if the sentiment is bullish or bearish. And then those who know, we've been talking about this for some time, right? This is on the 2 minute, but you can see, the band squeezed a little bit. We had a nice little move. And then they're starting to squeeze. And then anytime you have a Bollinger Band that tightens up this tight, there's a big move coming. So like, see here, see how this tightened up real tight like this, and then bam, big move coming. So a lot of times, another way to kind of look at it, right? The bands. So for people, I'm just giving like the basics of Bollinger Bands. So if you find a lot of support off the band like this, and it starts to push north like this, and then see how we have this custom green flip. So it tells you you're bullish, right? Plus you got the long signal from the harmonic. I mean, everything in here tells you take a long, right? The nice thing is whenever you get a candle that is this size volume that breaks above the band and closes, right? Especially when it holds above the band like this, you should not be in a short. I mean, this is like long, like central right here, right? And then you can see it wasn't until it broke back in between the band that we started going sideways again. So right, and even a little bit of a retracement. So that sometimes, if you're looking at whether you should FOMO into something or not, these bands can be a good tell as far as what it's going to do. So, yeah, we are just ranging. It's going to be interesting today, guys, because normally before massive like news events, the market just doesn't move a ton. But there's a chance that we might, because the market makers, it just depends if they have to open liquidity or not. So you can flip onto the BotJock site. On the bottom here, we have this liquidation one. You guys can't see it because of my picture, but it's on the bottom. And then it just takes you straight to the coin glass, right? It tells you kind of what these moves have done. So in the last 24 hours, $171 million of liquidity has been opened up. Just wild. So yeah, you can see the positions that were getting wrecked there. Let's take a look at news. Those of you guys who follow me, you guys know that I love the news here. I'm gonna shrink my picture up here a little bit. Y'all probably want to see the screen more than you want to see my face. Okay. But I love the tile layouts here. So let's see what we got. Clean spark buys 144.9 Bitcoin mining rigs. Double in the hash rate. Okay. And the beauty is, if you guys aren't, if you're not good at reading news or sifting through stuff, guys, you can literally just find your article that you want. And let's say you want to talk, look more into this hash rate thing here. You just click it like that, takes you straight to CoinGlass, that article, right? So you can actually read the article itself. Why is that important? Well, I'll tell you why. Because if you were to just go to CoinDesk, look at all these pop-ups that you get. Good luck finding the articles, right? I mean, they have some here you can see, right? So there's a couple of them that, is posted nicely, but they're just all over the place. So if you have trouble, if you're one that has trouble finding, the articles, we made these super simple on the tile. And this is all free, guys. We don't charge you for stuff that is, free anyways on the web. So we just want to try to make it easier for you. The whole purpose of what we're trying to build on Bodrock is we want to create a one-stop shop for you, right? We want you to be able to just hang out on this website, and get all the information, all the data, all your trading. And so that's what we built here on Bodrock. So we have the dashboard, you got the academy. So the academy is really cool. I'll touch on that in a minute. You got the trading floor where we do all of our discussion. Getting started, we have that built in there to help you get up and going. Any announcements, market insights. So market insights is, where we talk about the market. You get a daily insight here, tells you where we see the market going, what to look for, how to determine if we're going to be bullish or bearish. And you get the crypto signals, so if you're one that has trouble finding entries and exits, the signal comes like this. So super clean, easy for you to read where to take your profits and all that. And then events, all of our events are pulled from YouTube, but they're tiled here to make it super simple. So if you wanted to watch the team huddle that I just did earlier, you just come into events, you click on here. This one you can even do with the free subscription on these ones. And then it just pops up the video right here. You just hit play and you can see, I'll fast forward a little bit to show you, but you'll be able to see the content. And then when you're done, you just close it and that's it. So we make it really easy for you guys to find. But again, we wanted all the tools just to be on this side here. So if you are running an ATA, if you don't know what that is, it's just our automated trading assistants. I talk about those and the other ones. We have all the setup, so how to set alerts, understanding important things. I mean, if you're not familiar with exchanges, you can click on it and then we walk you right through how to set it up, how to deposit funds, etc. So it's all right here, guys. And then buy sell signals. If you're looking for signals, we do have App Store and Google Play. You won't find it unless you click on here because we do have a private link. But once you come in, you can click those and get them. And then you have the signals. You can see we actually display what the win rate is of that signal. We want to make sure we're 100% transparent. So you can see which one's doing well and which one's not, right? Let me look at Doge swings 100%. It's amazing. XRP 100%. As volatile as those are, that's awesome. But then you got Sol, 88%, right? Took a couple of hits. So that way you can kind of choose which signals you want to follow on the buy sell signals. So most of our signals are scalper type signals, but we do have swing ones in here. So these run off of a little higher time frame, like I think we run that one actually on the 15-minute because they're intended to be a little more longer term holds if you're looking to hold for a few days or a week. And then coming down, like I said, order books is one that's cool. We don't talk a lot about the order books, but you can kind of see where these are real time orders, like where the limit orders are. So you can see this is data that's pulled from BitMEX, real-time shorts and longs that are coming in. And you can just keep this open while you trade, guys. I mean, you can see we're sitting at 30,150, and you can see most of the volume is right around 30,200 and 30,125, pretty tight. But look at this. This is what's interesting. There's more volume buying right now than there is shorting, right? It's interesting. There's a lot more resistance. There's so many more orders down here that are willing to buy than there are above it. So typically, if the bars are long above the price that we're at, look at that shift, the volume. If the bars are longer below, the pressure is going to be north. If the bars are longer above, the pressure is shifting south. So it kind of helps you keep on direction. It's pretty cool. And it updates every 15 seconds. So these are real orders. So it's going to keep changing because as people pull their limit orders or they take profit, they hit their stop losses, whatever, right? All those orders are going to change. So, and we do BTC and ETH on this one. We may expand it into other coins down the road, but those are the two we do. Primarily because they have the most volume, right? So it's easier to gauge how to read them. So, but you can see ETH, like, look at this, a lot of buy orders starting to mount between 1872 and 1882. So likely to get a decent bounce, right? If we fall to that. Resistance orders looks like 1926 is the winner here, and then 1940. You don't typically want to look really tight in here because this is like you're going to have always the most action where the price actually is, right? Because people are entering their orders, they're exiting their orders, right? A lot of action is always going to be here. So when you're trading your range, you want to try to find the bars that are longer, a little higher away from it. That's going to tell you where that bounce is going to come. If the bars are longer and more of them on the lower part than it is on the higher part, then likely the support pressure is a little bit stronger than the resistance pressure. So, man, look at that shift of volume. Wild. This is so cool to watch too on news events. Holy moly, like you guys when news events hit, it just goes absolutely crazy because I mean, you can't even see these numbers. They go so fast. Um, so if you guys aren't on it, you should check it out tomorrow. When the news hits, it's gonna be pretty wild. So if you guys are watching on TikTok, if you guys don't mind, I'm not usually one to do, but if you can tap the screen, just to kind of throw a few likes, if you guys like what you're seeing, I'd appreciate it. Just to kind of help me get into that algorithm a little more. But we're just kind of hanging out, like I said. I usually do 30 minutes, but hey, I'm just gonna kind of keep going through, and we'll hang out a little bit longer. So, um, but these are our indicators. You got all this right here. So you can see I have all of them active, but this was examples that I put. You can request them, you can cancel them. All of our indicators are custom. You can see, you hit preview and you can see what that indicator does, kind of what it looks like, little glimpse of it. We do buy and sell signal ones as well. Like you got the advanced trend scalper, right? Kind of helps you with the longs and the shorts on scalping. A lot of people use this one too. This one works usually pretty good. That's that, guys. We have the ATAs. You can see trading ATA here. This is where this is my admin account, so I don't run my ATAs on this account. This was a Coinbase test that I was doing. But any trades that you have open will show up here. You can manage all of your trades from your trading assistant, just right here, right? So anything that you have open on your trading assistant, you can basically close trades, fully managed right here on your dashboard. So these are the different trading assistants that we have right here. So you can kind of see what it offers, what it's for, the exchanges that we offer for it, kind of some suggested minimums as well as the volumes that it trades. Um, and then we do have a spot one as well. And then Live Trader. Live Trader is pretty awesome. We haven't touched a lot on Live Trader, but I love using Live Trader. We'll show you guys that maybe one of the days I'll do a training on that. So, and if you're new, like let's say you're absolutely 100% new and you want to just come in. Oh, I appreciate the likes, guys. Thank you. John, I see you. Appreciate it, John. Um, if you're 100% new and you just, you want to check it out before you buy anything, you can come in just an email and you sign up for free under the free package, and you get all of this stuff here too, as well as much more. But this is where it's going to talk about chart patterns. You haven't seen it? Oh, sorry, John. I just saw your question on YouTube. What is tomorrow? Tomorrow is the CPI report. If you watch the huddle, John, that I did this morning, I talk a lot more in depth about it. But it's one of the first days in a while that we have CPI, the Fed meeting notes, and crude oil inventories all in the same day. So it's gonna be interesting. But yeah, see, if you're super new, we break down all candle patterns. A lot of text on it too, like Bollinger Bands, like what I was just talking about. So you can see, prices reach the top of the band, boom, likely for a pullback. Talks all about that, right? When the bands squeeze together, right, and then the candle breaks that upper band, it's likely for a continued push, which is literally what we saw, right? So, and you can see all this stuff for free. So, and then what was it? Harmonics. You see CK and I talk about harmonics a lot. I love that one. Talks about what the pattern is, what to look for, how to read it, which patterns, are stronger than others. All the data is in there, guys. And you can see that free. You just need an email to sign up. Um, John, this is the economic events calendars, as you know. So if you go to Wednesday, look at this meeting thing, right? And a lot of it is, we had a lot of places in holiday, right? And so on Monday and then Tuesday, there just really wasn't not a lot of meetings. So Wednesday, it's like they're cramming it all in. So you got, the inventories, you got the, look at the CPI, right, for the ruble. You got US CPI right here. You got the, where is it? The Fed meeting notes here. Just a lot of really impactful news tomorrow. So this is interesting. Look at this, guys. I have this down here, but I'm looking at this. So you have ETH is pushing north a little bit, Bitcoin's pushing north a little bit, but stocks are going down. They're not holding right so far. So let me see. The only thing that typically causes that is if the dollar or the VIX are going down. So the interesting part, so the VIX is actually holding support here, but it did. Interesting. So we shifted to an uptrend back to a downtrend. The 2 minute. Let's go to the 1 hour on the VIX. Yeah, so the VIX is just trading sideways, guys. It's got to break above these EMAs and then hold it for a push above this. But if it breaks above this EMA, that'll tell us there's a lot of fear growing into the market. So let's see where the Dixie's at. Yep, so the Dixie's just riding this line, the 102.05. So it's kind of squeezing between that trend line that we talked about right here, which it may do all day. I mean, we may just do this all day because of the news, right? And then that leaves a wide range for it to push or pull. So if the news comes out bearish for the Dixie tomorrow, um, this is going to be a pretty significant candle drop, right? And if we do push enough to get down into the lower trend line here, it's going to be really good for the markets, that's for sure. Let's see where the SPY is. So it looks like the SPY broke its EMA. It's got a little bit of a falling wedge kind of forming here in a short time frame. You can see this EMA has been trending upward, still trending upward. Each time it broke it, it found support. Broke it, found support for higher lows, right? Higher lows, higher lows. So we could still break this EMA and create a higher low. But we can actually gauge that if you just do your trend line like that. So if you're in a little quick scalp put, from up here, you could take profit somewhere in this zone before you get your potential bounce to be continued bullish. If we break this line, then the fall should be pretty significant, probably into this lower support level at least. So, but it's interesting that crypto is pushing up while this is pushing down, right? So it's almost like Bitcoin is trying to kind of decouple from the stocks. That's what a lot of people have been talking about for a while. Mr. Bill, appreciate the likes, man. What's up, Sean? Awesome. Which one's your favorite indicator, Sean? I know you know my favorite. So for TikTok, Sean, I asked him what his favorite indicator was. He said the indicators are fantastic. Definitely help me as a visual learner with the order blocks, finding support and resistance. Keep up the good work. Appreciate the feedback, Sean. Like I said, guys, I don't really have a plan on the Q&A sessions. This is your guys' time. I just keep TikTok open, YouTube open. You guys ask questions, whatever you want to see. If I don't see questions coming in, I just kind of derail and start talking about whatever I want. Let's talk about the Academy. So what it's about, where to go, how to find it. If you click the on the home page, you'll see there's an Academy button up here that we have added. If you click on that, that actually tells you a lot about what we're creating on the Academy. We have a 6-week schedule. Now, we've debated back and forth how we want to release that. In the past, we would do it as a 6-week schedule. You had to wait each week for each class. But we know a lot of people like to learn on their own time. There may be some people that they have to pace themselves. They have to do it, a week at a time. But there's some people that you're like, I got, Friday, Monday off. I'm going to take a 4-day weekend and just bang out all 6 weeks, right? Maybe they want, people learn quick like that. So we understand that there's a need for people that want to take their time, but there's also the need for the people that, you don't want to take 6 weeks to learn how to trade. You want to learn how to trade, as soon as possible. So you understand how to work the ATA, or you understand even what we're talking about, right? And so we're going to do the Academy drop kind of like a Netflix drop, right? Where on the 21st we're going to release all of the videos at one shot. So when you buy into this, you get access. The first 25 people that come in get 10% off. So some may ask why sign up now, if you're not going to drop the material till the 21st. Well, just if you're intending to do it anyways, right, you might as well sign up now so that we can get that 10% off the price there. So but it's going to be a full detailed class, guys. If you click onto once you do buy it and you go into your account, all you have to do is click on Academy. You'll have access to it. You can see this is the actual Academy structure. So a little bit of an introduction. You can see full 6 weeks of content will be available on 421. And then it talks about what the structure is. We want to be super transparent on what you're going to learn, what you're going to understand. This coming soon will eventually say, course 1, course 2, and then you'll just click it. It'll bring up a video and you'll be able to watch it right there on your screen. So anybody who's looking, for a little more in-depth training, just because you're really struggling, I think this could be a great class for you. The beauty is we're not making the library for the Academy anything that's in this button, which is why we made it a completely separate thing. You get access to it indefinitely. So it's a one-time fee. You come in, and any material we add in there, you get it 100%, indefinitely, pretty much till you leave. So. And we're going to expand on this, guys. For those that are in the community, you guys wondering, so we want to do like a tri-level learning. We're going to have, the basic academy that we're creating for like new people that just don't know a lot about trading. And then the next one, we're going to do more advanced trading. So the advanced trading will come with more in-depth like psychology of trading and understanding indicators and how to create rules and how to create discipline, like just the more in-depth parts of trading versus just, here's a candle, here's your open, here's your close, here's your wick, stuff like that. In the early one, we're gonna, as you see, we're gonna talk about strategies, patterns, all that stuff. Like you'll have everything you need to know to understand how to at least open a trade, how to do the basics, right? So, and then the third one we want to do is that's where the options one's going to go. I know a lot of you guys have been waiting for the options. That's where that one's going to come out, and it's going to be similar to this. We'll just have a full structure like this, and you just click the links and watch the options. So it's going to be awesome. That'll come out on the 21st. So if you want to sign up, early sign up is now. And if you guys want to keep up to date with the updates, guys, go to YouTube and follow us on YouTube. Our Botjock Company YouTube is ATA_trader. Well, so the SPY and the VIX is VIX, is not indicators. Those are going to be actual symbols that you're going to look up. So when you go to like for my SPY, when you click on this box here, right? This is my SPY. Just type in SPY. I just use the top one here. The reason why I use this top one, right? The New York Stock Exchange ARCA, is it actually does the pre and post market. It doesn't really do the after hours, but it'll do a pre and post market for you, which is cool. And then the VIX, this is my VIX up here chart, just VIX. So, and I just use the top one by TVC. And if you're wondering, like, if you want to set your chart up similar to mine, so you can kind of keep it close, guys, all you do is up in this area here, you just click this little format box, create your 4 boxes. And then I use the SPX on this one, SPX USD right here by that one. And then I use the SPY, then I do the VIX, and then I do the Dixie. I like that because it gives, in one layout I have all 4, right? And so this one is my one that I'm going to follow the market with. This one is my kind of what controls the market. So if these are going up, the market's going down. If this is going down, then the market's going up. So that's why I like those two on this side and those two on this side. That answer your question, Bill? But yeah, it's gonna I don't know. It's either going to be super quiet today, or the market makers are going to make some moves. If I have to guess, guys, think about this. So tomorrow, 8:30 is when all the CPI data comes out. So right, so typically it's going to be pretty mellow today because of that. But also remember that the markets don't open until 9:30. So if there may be some like some crazy volatility right at market close, because people are going to attempt to do their gambling guess on where they think the market's going to go. And so anybody that wants to play the CPI data report, they have to place their orders before market close today. Otherwise, they're out, right? They won't be able to take part in it. So that might lead up to some volatility towards the end of the day in the market, which obviously could bring crypto up or down with it. So, but man, the dollar's looking pretty weak right now. Look at this, just struggling. And that's what's pushing this north here. But you see what I mean, guys, on this right here. Look at this. So we had our push north on the pre, which then reversed on the actual. I remember I was saying, it typically likes to reverse, and then it could potentially find a higher high and then push north, right? You almost have kind of like a little mini bull flag point forming here, because you got your pump and your parallel down, right? So you can almost take a little trend line right here, and if it breaks above this trend line, right, you're going to see a little push north like this. But the flag could continue down, then hit this line here, and then push north. So keep an eye on that. But yeah, ETH found some support. We actually pushed up to about 1922. We'll see if it holds. So far, we're creating lower highs. So one thing I would keep in mind here too on the 1 hour, this is forming, like I said, somewhat of a double top. You have your left shoulder here, where you have the or left peak, a nice little bearish wick, right? Rejection off of here, and you're losing some steam on this right shoulder. So this is now created into that area that could cause that M formation on the 1 hour. So you would look for a break of the neckline around 29.8 for that to play out. So, and we could see as high as this area here, which is 30,450 before the next rejection. LTC back to $88. I think so. I think so, John. LTC. Where's my LTC? So LTC, if you notice, has kind of brought up into this upper range here, right? If you look at the lower, even the lower channel where we've retested a bunch of times is right on this red mark, which is like 80, basically 88, right here, right? So, I mean, could it continue north? Sure. I mean, we can get as high as, like 102 before it rejects back down to that, right? It's going to be very dependent on the news tomorrow. So, I mean, this thing, if we get some bearish news, right, this thing is going to come all the way back down to probably the mid 70s. I mean, it's just going to absolutely tank just like it did here. I mean, look how quickly this came, when you look at it here, right? Look how fast that comes. Boom. The fall, LTC is kind of funny because it takes a little bit to push its way up. It does have its pushes here, right? But when it falls, I mean, it was falling just like a nut. I mean, look at this. We fell from 84 all the way to 66, like in a matter of like a day. So if you've already used a third DCA, John, then just wait it out. If you have not used a third DCA, I would suggest put your line somewhere around here, around $1. And then that would pull your entry up significant, probably into like the 93, 94 range, which we'll revisit that for sure. Yeah, my ATAs, I'm only running shorts right now. I know people probably think I'm crazy because all the bullish nature, right? But I have room to go. This one still has another DCA it can do. My entry right now is 93 on my LTC. I don't know why this arrowed out to 0. I might have to reset this indicator. Make sure I didn't mess up something. Let's see. I think my dog has to go to the bathroom. So let me show you this, guys, because this is what I get to deal with. Duke, you gonna go potty? He's like, let's go. So yeah, I just turned off my lungs, John. I don't have any lungs. Whenever these dogs I have to go potty, they literally will climb under my desk and just stare up at me. Like, what are you doing? Like, let's go. It's hilarious. Yeah, I'm not running, John, if you look, this is what I'm running. I have Gambit short, LTC short. That's it. Or, yeah, ETH and LTC. Those are the only two I'm running for the news. It's funny. Sometimes because of my video, you guys will see in the background, but this is my doodle army. Duke, you gotta go potty? Oh, yeah, I think so. I think that they're telling me that it's funny how guys, those who have dogs, they can't tell time, but it's crazy how they can tell time because every morning I have a routine with them, right? And so I do my call from 9:30 to 10, and then I get off at 10 and I take them to the bathroom, and then I just let them play for like an hour, right? Because I've already have all my trades set and I'm ready to roll. And man, this dog like at 10:05 will get under my desk going like, "What are you doing? It is time to go." It's so funny. I'm cutting into their playtime. I'm gonna cut off, guys. Just keep an eye on the on the Dixie here, guys. We're finding support. Again, in the community, I have a short out there. I still think that this is going to play out somewhere in TP2 or TP3, even if it's just a wick. So hold strong on that. I think that the SPX is following a channel, so just kind of watch this channel. It could be like a little bit of a falling wedge, right, which could peak out one more time towards the end of market. So I don't suggest if you're running ATAs that you overextend them. I think you should just keep it at two pairs, maybe one direction, or you could do both. Keep in mind, John, when I say I stop my longs, it's because I'm not very deep in my shorts. I don't have to protect my available balance because I'm not very deep. So even if we go parabolic north, like whatever, I can still get out of it, right? Now, if you're deep in a short, you don't turn off those longs because you have to protect that short. You need it to continue to earn. So like even your LTC at $88, I probably would still run a long. I would just do one DCA, right? Because you got a little bit of room before you go down, so you don't want to just not earn, right? We may not hit that for a week, right? So, but for me, I'm not very far in my shorts, so I'm purposely waiting for mine. So, but I'm gonna cut off, guys. Again, if you guys want to, hang out again tomorrow, I'm gonna do the same thing, right? So we do our huddle in the morning at 8. If you're not signed up in the community, you can sign up and watch through YouTube. You could just sign up directly to my YouTube as well. But check us out, botjock.com. Just come on in. Yeah, it's a good call, John. Come on in and just text an email. See what you get for free. Hang out. If you like it, cool. Hang out with us. If you don't like it, no commitments, right? You can cut out. So, yeah, look at the SPY dropping. I have a feeling that the SPY is going to come down and hit this level here around 409, 408 something, and then it's going to get some pretty crazy momentum north. So if it breaks this trend line here, though, 407.65 is where the next bounce will be. But I appreciate you guys' time. And again, tomorrow I'll be live as well, 8:30 EST. And then, like I said, you can check out and subscribe to the YouTube, ATA_trader. And we do this every morning. So appreciate you guys' time. Be safe out there trading. See you. YouTube. Appreciate it, guys. If you guys have questions and you're in the community, please make sure you're using the trading floor. Y'all are like the quietest bunch lately. But yeah, if you click trading floor just right here, you guys can type whatever you want. Just post your comment, post it up. You can reply to stuff. You can like stuff. That's where we're going to be if you guys have any questions throughout the day. Appreciate you.